The practice of letting go is not a form of resignation or defeat, but rather a profound spiritual awakening and the most difficult lesson one must master in the school of life. To truly live is to learn the art of releasing. Releasing obsessions, releasing distinctions, releasing the binary of gain and loss, and ultimately, releasing the ego itself. Buddhist wisdom teaches that if the heart is at peace, every place is a pure land. As we navigate the complexities of existence, we eventually come to realize that nothing is truly owned. Life is a continuous cycle of arising and ceasing, where every meeting and parting is governed by the laws of cause and effect. The Buddha taught that all phenomena arise from causes and conditions and vanish when those conditions dissipate. Every relationship we encounter is a temporary harmony of these conditions. When the affinity arrives, we meet, and when it is exhausted, we depart. There is no need to force a connection or desperately plead for someone to stay. A wise traveler understands that once they board a boat, they should not pine for those left on the shore, and once they step off, they should not dwell on the events that occurred on deck. There is no necessity to inquire about the current lives of those from our past, nor is there a need to interrogate the history of those newly entering our lives. Throughout this journey, we encounter diverse souls, some gentle, some indifferent, some who bring us immense joy, and others who leave us with lingering regrets. Yet, in the end, we find that we are all merely fleeting scenery in each other's lives, gathering like flowers in full bloom and scattering like fallen autumn leaves. Every encounter in this world carries its own destiny of coming and going. Our only duty is to remain grateful without demanding a specific result. We must learn not to harbor resentment or regret, accepting that everything is simply the natural flow of life. Much like water winding through a valley without asking for its destination, or a breeze brushing through treetops without leaving a trace. Many people find themselves trapped in suffering, not because their present circumstances are insurmountable, but because they cannot let go of the past. They remain obsessed with old events and fixated on people who are no longer there, reaching out for a time that has already turned to smoke and finding only empty air. Buddhism emphasizes the concept of non-abiding thought, which reminds us that the past is gone, the future is not yet attainable, and only the present moment is real. We often become ensnared in our own thoughts, which breed worry, and that worry, in turn, breeds obsession. In reality, the thing we find hardest to let go of is often not the person or the event itself, but rather that version of ourselves in memory that refuses to release its grip. We must understand that when people leave, it is simply because their chapter in our book has been read to its conclusion. Relationships drift apart because the shared destiny has reached its natural end. Life is an infinite process of losing and being reborn. What we desperately cling to is often just a segment of time that can never be revisited. Letting go is not synonymous with giving up. Rather, it is the act of allowing all things to return to their natural state. By letting the past belong to the past, we allow ourselves to travel light, knowing that if the heart is clear, the road ahead will be vast. Life is like a ferry crossing where we are all mere travelers. Some board while others disembark, and though we may share the boat for a time, we must eventually return to our separate paths. There is no use in questioning why a destiny began or why it ended. The beginning is the encounter, and the end is the parting. We should embrace with joy when destiny is strong and wish each other well when it fades. To persist in holding on only creates internal turmoil. The concept of dependent origination and empty nature serves to remind us that all physical and formal relationships will eventually return to emptiness. Only through letting go can the heart find true autonomy. The past is like smoke. There is no need to look back. The remainder of our lives should not be spent in compromise. Flowers bloom and wither in their own time. It is enough to have appreciated them while they lasted. You do not need to pluck the flower to own it. Having smelled its fragrance is destiny enough, and there is no need to weep when it withers, for fading is simply another form of life's completion. Everything in the universe is impermanent. No matter how tightly you clench your fist, you cannot hold onto flowing sand. Instead of struggling to grasp what is slipping away, it is better to open your hand and let the wind carry away what does not belong to you. Buddhism speaks of saving oneself to save others, implying that someone who does not know how to love themselves cannot truly love another. Self-love is not selfishness. It is the clear recognition that one's own life is a precious karmic bond that should not be tortured for the sake of others. If a person brings you nothing but pain, let them go. If a relationship feels like suffocation, leave it. The thing you must protect above all else is your own pure and peaceful heart. The door to your cage has never actually been locked. If you open it, you can walk out of your self-imposed prison into the wide world. True freedom is not found in the external world, but within the mind. If you are not trapped by your own obsessions, every day can be a sunny day. In a world of uncertainty and unpredictability, fame and fortune are as fleeting as the wind, and gain and loss are as transient as morning dew. The things people chase so desperately are often just shadows in an illusion. A few pieces of silver can trap a person for a lifetime, and the basic need for food can break a person's spirit, but eventually, we realize that no amount of gold can purchase the stability of the heart. In this world of vanity, only inner purity and tranquility constitute true wealth. When you let go of obsession, your heart is no longer pulled by external objects. You are no longer imprisoned by emotion or captured by profit. Since fame, fortune, life, and death are all impermanent, it is better to find a home in a peaceful heart. Life is like a dream. Why not steal a bit of leisure to brew a pot of tea, read a page of a book, and watch the flowers bloom and the clouds rise? Life does not have to be fast. Slowing down gives it a deeper flavor. When you look up and see the moon emerging from the clouds, you understand that no matter how dark the night, there is always light, and no matter how difficult the path, there is always a turn. When you encounter a dead end, do not try to crash through it. Turning the corner will reveal a new mountain peak. Life is not limited to a single mountain. Your current valley is merely the path down, and going down is a prerequisite for the next ascent. When you meet someone with whom you have no destiny, do not persist in pining. Letting go is an act of compassion. When the passion fades, stop your losses in time, for it is only in the balance of giving and receiving that one finds freedom. As long as the heart is not old, the road remains long. Do not envy the scenery of others or be jealous of their luck, for everyone has their own cause and effect, and every path has its own length and curvature. Your only task is to walk your own steps well. Life is a journey of cultivation, not to become a Buddha, but to cultivate the heart. We cultivate a heart that does not contend or obsess, and a spirit that follows destiny with joy. While others are busy racing, you can walk slowly. While others calculate their gains and losses, you can respond with a smile. Do not let the pace of others disturb your own rhythm. Life does not need to be a constant chase. Mountains and rivers have their own natural flow. You only need to walk your own path and appreciate your own scenery, singing as you go and reflecting as you observe. The wind, the flowers, the smiles, and the sighs along the way are all part of your spiritual practice. Master Hong Yi once said that anything you try to control actually controls you. When you want nothing, the whole world belongs to you. The more you desire to possess, the easier it is to be kidnapped by desire. The more you seek to dominate, the easier it is to lose your freedom. The great way is simple. To be without desire is to be strong. True power is not about conquering the external world, but about mastering your own heart. When you stop chasing illusory fame, stop worrying about the eyes of others, and stop fearing loss, you find that your heart becomes soft yet resilient. The world is vast, but it all exists within a single thought. Time is like morning dew, vanishing in an instant. Do not always think of living grandiosely. Ordinary days have their own light. 3 meals a day, a bowl of porridge, a cup of tea, and a warm word are all imbued with spiritual meaning. In this mortal world, we are all just passing through. If we plant a seed of kindness, we will reap a fruit of goodness. Giving a rose to another leaves a fragrance on your own hand. Kindness does not mistreat others, and in the end, it will not mistreat you. Blessings return to those who give them, and heaven has its own arrangements for those with kind intentions. You only need to believe that everything in this world is governed by cause and effect. If you do not seek a reward, you will naturally find peace. To live a life is simply to seek the word peace, for safety is worth more than 1,000 promises of gold, and joy is better than high status. Do not pine for what you cannot reach, and do not linger on what cannot be warmed. Destiny cannot be forced. Let go of what should be released, and bid farewell to those who must leave. Eventually, you will meet the beauty you were destined for, at exactly the right time, neither too early nor too late. There are no wasted steps in life. Every single one counts. From this day forward, do not fail the light of time or yourself. If the heart is free, lotus flowers will bloom everywhere you go.